the 13th hour. Leo blew out 13 candles, the smoke curling towards the ceiling like a ghostly finger. His parents cheered, but a shiver he couldn't explain traced a line down his spine. 13. The number felt heavy, ancient. That night, sleep wouldn't come. He watched the red numbers of his alarm clock. 11:50. He held his breath, but the air in his lungs didn't move. He looked at the clock again. 12 o'clock. The seconds digit was frozen. Screp. The sound was like nails on stone, coming from downstairs. It was slow, deliberate, and it was moving. Leo slid from his bed, his bare feet making no sound on the wooden floor. Every instinct screamed at him to hide. A shadow detached itself from the deeper darkness of the hallway. It wasn't a normal shadow. It was thick, oily, and it stretched in ways that defied the light. It had a shape that was almost human, but too long, too thin. It was the stalker. The stalker's head, a featureless void, swiveled slowly, scanning. It didn't have eyes, but Leo felt its gaze pass over his hiding spot behind the door. He pressed himself flatter against the wall, his heart a silent, hammering drum in his chest. The clock on his wall suddenly blinked. 12:01. The hum of the house returned. The leaves rustled. Downstairs, his dad coughed in his sleep. The hallway was empty. The stalker was gone, but the terror remained, cold and sharp in Leo's gut. The next night, Leo was ready. He wedged a chair under his doorknob and huddled in his closet. At 12 o'clock, the world froze again. The scraping sound was closer this time, right outside his door. Crack. The wood of his door splintered as something impossibly strong pushed against it. The stalker flowed into the room like spilled ink, its form twisting. It moved past his bed, its long, shadowy fingers brushing against his pillow. It was searching. It was learning. Leo held a baseball bat, his knuckles white, knowing it would be useless. Night after night, the hunt continued. Leo learned the rules of the frozen minute. He learned the stalker was drawn to his fear. So on the 7th night, he didn't hide. He stood in the middle of his room, holding a small mirror his mother had given him. When the stalker appeared at 12 o'clock, it paused. Leo held up the mirror. The creature had no reflection. In the silvered glass, Leo saw only himself, standing alone in his room. The stalker recoiled, not from the light, but from the sight of something it could not touch. It hissed, a sound like dying static, and dissolved back into the shadows just as the clock ticked to 12:01. It never returned.